Hello, everybody. How you doing? My name is Kev Choice. I'm a pianist, a musician, producer, rapper, and also an educator and teacher here in Oakland, California. Spent some time teaching at Parker Middle School. Shout out to Parker. Also at Futures Elementary and a couple of other schools here in Oakland. Just want to share some words and some thoughts about what I've been doing during this shelter in place. Hope everybody's been doing well. And one of the main things that I've been doing is just trying to stay creative and trying to stay positive and just doing things that I like to do and doing the things that I feel like can help inspire other people. So I started working on a project. I started working on an album actually called Social Distancing. And, you know, the process of creating an album is really just sitting down and trying to figure out different songs, figuring out what you want to say, how you want to say it, kind of building the music around that. And then also collaborating with other artists, which I was able to work with a lot of other artists on this project, like over 20 different artists. And it really came out great, and I'm really proud of it. And one of the things was I put a lot of time into it. I put a lot of time and effort. Being that we're sheltered in place and kind of staying at home, I was like, well, if I'm going to be at home a lot, then I might as well make the best use of my time. I might as well do something productive, do something that I love, and also do something that can inspire my community and other people. And you know, being a musician and a pianist, being a musician and a pianist, I'm fortunate that I can just sit down at my instrument a lot of times and figure out different songs, you know. But I always start off with the basics, like playing scales. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. You always got to start off with the basics. So a lot of times I just sit down and do my basics, play chords, and then think of different progressions. Progressions is just a series of chords. So each song I kind of just sit and think about, what sounds good? What can I try? What's something different I can do? And other ways I get inspired is by listening to other music. Like here, let me take you over to my home studio setup. Luckily I have a piano at home, which is great. I also have a microphone, boom, bam, where I record a lot of my vocals. And, just listening to a lot of music. I go on YouTube a lot and just find different things that I like. Who's your favorite artist? What are some of the genres that you like? Do you like hip hop? Do you like soul? Do you like pop? Do you like jazz? Do you like classical? A lot of times I just go and explore different things and listen to different melodies to get inspiration and just to get ideas or just to get a feel of where I want to go. Like I was listening to this one song. I'll play a little bit of it. Sound kind of from like the 1970s, you know what I'm saying? But there was a part that came up in the song. So I heard that little part and I was like, wow, that's a beautiful, I like how that sounded. So I went and tried to figure it out on the piano. You know, like how would that sound on the piano if I played it? Like, so then I just kind of started building a song based off of that short progression and that short idea. And I came up with a chorus in my mind. I kind of thought about what did I want to talk about? What's the most relevant thing going on right now? We're all dealing with this situation of shelter in place and social distancing, and how am I feeling about that? You know, I have a lot of feelings. I'm feeling fears. I'm feeling anxiety. I'm feeling like just confused, unsure about a lot of things, angry sometimes. So I kind of wanted to express all of that in this song. And I came up with a song called No Worries, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I'm putting out a positive message, and I don't want people to worry about anything that we're going through. I want people to still feel like there's hope. I want people to still feel like there's inspiration. And I feel like it's really important that the music that we create is what we want to put out, the energy we want to put out into the world, you know. I don't want to put out a negative energy. I don't want to put out something that's going to make someone feel bad or talk bad about someone else. And even though there are some real scenarios where there's there might be, tension between people or situations, I try to bring it in a positive light. So the song "No Worries" was me trying to tell my community or even somebody my family or friends, like, we can't worry about this situation. And so I kept thinking about no worries, no worries. What does that mean to me? And I came up with a chorus. A chorus is like the main part of a song that occurs over and over again that you hear throughout a song. So I came up with this chorus. And it's like this. It goes, no worries, love, 'cause we got it by the angels from high up above. Now we can be as close as we never was. Pray to God we protected from whatever comes. But no worries, repeat, no worries, love, 'cause we got it by the angels from high up above. Now we can be as close as we never was. Pray to God we protected from whatever comes. But no worries, love, no worries, no worries, love. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. So it just kind of came with that chorus. And, there's always two main parts of a song, usually a chorus and then the verses. And, like I tell my students all the time, a verses is usually 8 bars or 16 bars. And that's a count, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1, 2, 3, 4. And even if you don't have an instrument, our bodies are an instrument. Tables are an instrument, especially in school. I know when I was in school, we used to just beat on the table. We'd do stuff like boom, 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 boom. So as long as you ain't making noise and disturbing nobody, just, you could always make a rhythm and come up with a feel or a groove, we call, and create a song just from that. So even if I didn't have a piano, I could be like, no worries, love, 'cause we got it by the angels from high up above. Now we can be as close as we never was. Pray to God we protected from whatever comes. But no worries, love, 'cause we got it by the angels from high up above. Now we can be as close as we never was. Pray to God we protected from whatever comes. So I could just make a song or a melody, and just even using like a stool or a table or anything that I can use as a percussion instrument. Percussion is definitely something we can create in whatever situation we're in. Then I kind of went on to create a verse for the song, and just like I said earlier, talking about ways to express how I was feeling at the time, trying to think of it in a positive light, and also just trying to communicate. I was like, I told my queen, don't fret, don't worry about no threats, not no virus, isolation, we just closer to the kingdom. Lord, prepare me for the best, compare me to the best. Lord's prayer before I rest, saw a vision while I slept. I was just talking about what I was going through. Like, I say my prayers before I go to sleep. I had a dream about a vision, like just expressing what I was going through and how I was feeling. Like, I try to tell my students all the time, like, get it, let your feelings out, express them. That's the best way to sometimes deal with it, to process it. And then it kind of makes you feel better and also inspires others to express their thoughts and feelings as well. That's how we communicate, whether it's through music, whether it's through poetry. There might even be a dance that you have, or maybe it's a monologue, or any type of creative way that you can express how you're feeling. I encourage you to do that and use the resources around you. So I kind of just kept writing songs. I ended up making 12 songs with a bunch of different artists, musicians, and maybe we'll talk about that later, about how we create songs, how we record songs, how we share files, produce music. It's a process, but once you start doing it, you get more comfortable with it. And I'm fortunate to have a great community of artists here in Oakland. There's a lot of incredible artists. There's a legacy of great artists, producers, and musicians, and you all are a part of that legacy. So make sure you realize that you are part of a long line of great artists, musicians that grew up here, and this energy in this city is what kind of helps us to be who we are, and it kind of gives us that identity as a great city of music and artists. Just want to encourage you guys to stay creative, stay positive. Shout out Elevate Oakland for always bringing me to different schools and providing me the opportunity to connect to the students. Shout out Parker. Make sure you check out Elevate Oakland online, on Instagram, on Twitter, Facebook. Just look them up. make sure you check us out. It's a lot of great things we're doing for a lot of the great schools here in Oakland, a lot of the great school communities, a lot of the students. Shout out to the teachers as well for all your hard work, for everything that you're doing, the administrators. It's much appreciated. And remember, no worries. You got to stay positive, stay creative, stay blessed. Much love to you all. I'll talk to you soon. Kev Choice. Check out my album, Social Distancing. Go look it up. All right, much love, y'all. Peace.